I would like to see our city have a consistent process for development. By that I mean the same standards should apply to not only the private sector that comes to the city to put a development, whether it's a single family home or a project of some sort, but the city should be held to the same standards. Our process is one where an applicant comes in, presents his application. At that point in time, it's incumbent upon both the city and the applicant to know what the requirements are, what the regulations are, what the building codes are. And that should be a dialogue that starts out early in the process rather than wait till some future time when it becomes an issue. In doing this, a developer will come in with a project. He goes to the staff. They see whether it meets all the requirements, and they have two choices: either deny it or to pass it. If they pass it, then the people have an opportunity to actually appeal the staff decision, and that's a right everyone in the community has. If they deny it, the applicant has a right to appeal that. And where do they appeal it? They appeal it to the Planning Commission. At that point, it should go before the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission needs to take a look at it with respect to our ordinance, our development code, and our general plan. They have specific findings they have to make. It would be, in my view, very prudent to make each finding and actually specify why the finding has been made or why it can't be made. They should not be, in my view, telling the applicant as to how he could change it, because they don't know what the unintended consequences of that change may be on other aspects of the development. If the applicant knows why some of the findings were made and why some weren't, he has the opportunity to make sure that he can cure the ones that need to be cured without affecting those that did pass. After that is done, obviously, if someone wants to appeal it, depending on the Planning Commission's decision, it should come before the City Council for final decision making. Again, those same findings have to be made. There is a procedure that indicates the city must have a hearing de novo. That means they must start the hearing all over at the beginning. What the city now does, it goes over every element and every finding as though it had never occurred. I'm told that this is necessary. I find that hard to believe. If some of the findings were made and the appellant is only appealing certain ones of them, there is no contest about the others. So the hearing de novo, in my view, should be only on those elements that are being appealed. This would shorten the time, make it go more quickly, reduce a lot of the staff effort, and be more friendly to the applicant or the appellant as to what is necessary. This is the process that I would like to see in the city. However, I would also like the city be treated pretty much like a private applicant, to go through the same Planning Commission, go through the same findings, have the same appeals that are available for anyone else. I think this would go a long way to ensure that what the city does really conforms with all of its regulations. One example where that wasn't followed is Point Vicente. Point Vicente Interpretive Center parking lot has lights on that parking lot that would never have been permitted by the city on a private development. I think if they had gone through the same process, we wouldn't have the problem that we have with the lights at Point Vicente, just as one example. If the city goes through the same process, the residents can be assured that not only they, but anything their city does would adhere to the same kinds of conditions and controls that we all support in the incorporation of our city. Please vote for me, Ken Dyda, November 8th. Thank you.